Come learn how to draft a Milkmaid dress pattern for plus size. So I got 3 yards of this flower fabric, and this is the lining, and I use a doll face for it. So what you do is you are going to mark up the starting point by 1/2 inch, then you rule with a straight line like so. Mark from your shoulder to the hip length from the starting point. You mark it out and you rule with your ruler. So then we are going to start imputing all our measurements. So I'm going to mark the chest line of 8.5 inches. I mark it down. Then I'm going to rule with a straight line. I am Delicious Favor, your online sewing tutor. Hit the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified. Mark your shoulder point at the chest line and at the start point, and you rule with a straight line like so. Then you mark your waist length. You rule out, mark the hip length, and also rule out like so. So make sure that your lines are accurate and correct. Then you mark your under bust length. So my under bust length is 16. So you take measurement from your shoulder point to the under of your bust. That's your under bust length. Then you mark your bust height, and you are going to rule with a straight line. So you're going to write down the chest line, bust height, under bust, waist, hip length. Okay, then you mark your apex, divide your apex into 2, that is your nipple to nipple, mark it down, and you are going to rule with a straight line like so. Then you mark where the dart will end, so from the shoulder to 22 inches, so that's where your dart stops. You rule with a straight line like so. So go in by 1/2 inch at the waist line, and 1/2 inch at the under bust. Connect it like so. Then you mark it where the dart stop. Then at the bust height, go down by 2 inches. Then you connect your dart leg. At the bust height, you are going to go up by 2 inches. Then you mark it out. Then you mark 3 inches as the neck width. Go down by 1 inch at the armhole line. Then you connect your shoulder slope like so. Then you divide your shoulder like so and connect it to the dart line. You mark the midpoint of your shoulder, connect to the dart line. So you mark 2 inches, go in. Then you use your French curve to draft out the Milkmaid bust pattern like so, or corset pattern, anyone. So you connect it like so to the shoulder point and to the neckline. So you're going to impute your bust round. Okay, mark it out. So then your waist round, you mark it out, and your hip round, you mark everything like so. Then you use your French curve to connect the markings. Okay, it's as simple as that. So then you divide your armhole round by 2, go in by 1/2 inch, then you connect your armhole circumference at the chest line, go in by 1/2 inch, connect it like so. Please help us share this post so that others can see and learn from this tutorial. So then you cut out the corset Milkmaid pattern, or the Bustier pattern, what you can call it. Just cut that out. So you cut out the Milkmaid dress pattern. At the Milkmaid corset pattern, you are going to mark 1 inches at the top and at the down part of the corset pattern. Then you are going to rule with a straight line like so. You are going to make sure you mark 1 inches. It will be equal. Please mark them correctly. So you mark your center front and mark the side front up. So make sure you note all this down, because when you slash it out, you will not be confused about which is which. So you mark them down all the way to the side front of your corset, Milkmaid corset pattern. You mark it. So then you number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ensure you number it correctly. So then at the dress pattern at the hip, you are going to make a slope like this. So you are going to connect it with your French curve from the waist to your hip. Then for the back pattern, you mark your zipper allowance of 1 inch on a new pattern paper. Then you connect it with a straight line like so. Then you are going to mark 1/2 inch as the starting point. So you rule out with a straight line. Then you impute all your measurements. The shoulder, mark the shoulder of 8.5 inches. Mark the chest line. 8.5 inches is my chest line for plus size. Okay. Then you connect. Then you mark your waist length and the hip length. It's as simple as that. So make sure you take your own measurements. Use your own measurements. Yes. Okay, so we are marking the back pattern of the dress. Please don't just watch this tutorial. Make sure that you implement what you watched. So I'll mark the shoulder all the way down. So I'll be posting the part 2 of this Milkmaid pattern, the sewing part and everything in the next video. So please turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I am dropping, when the video is dropping. You don't want to miss this, okay? Because I draft the sewing pattern, everything is in the next video. So you mark the dart length, then you come down at the chest line by 1 inch, mark the dart length, okay? Then you're going to rule with a straight line like so. So go 1/2 inch on both sides, you connect the dart line. So you're going to go in to avoid back puff by 1/2 inch, then you connect it to the hip like so. Then you mark your new zipper allowance of 1 inch. See the way I mark it. You rule out with a straight line. So you are going to put back down 1 inch for 1/2 inch. I went in for the back tightening at the waist. Then you connect your hip length to your waist. So go down by 1 inch. Then you are going to connect your armhole line like so. So make sure that your neck width is 3 inches. Then you connect to the shoulder slope like so. Then you mark your zipper allowance and trace it out. I have traced out my zipper allowance, so I'm going to mark out my curve. So at the hip, I'll go down. I'll use my French curve to mark out that. I will post the sewing part of the Milkmaid dress pattern in the next video that it's going to drop. So ensure that you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell to get you notified.